Hey everybody, welcome back to Everyman Prepping. Hope you're having a great day out there. And me and you, we all have about 2 weeks, maybe a little more, until June 10th, where we won't be able to do this anymore. We won't be able to buy something over the counter for an issue we may have after the FDA decide this should be illegal. And what am I talking about? I'm talking about over-the-counter pet and livestock antibiotics. Right now, you can go online, you can go to your, Tractor Supply, Menards, other feed stores, and buy antibiotics, whether it be for your fish, your bird, your horse, your cow, your pig, chicken, whatever. And, take care of a bacterial infection and buy it yourself, knock it out really quickly, and take care of the issue. So after June 10th, the FDA, in all their wisdom, have decided that you need to go through a veterinary clinic to do this. You need to have a relationship with a vet. Get them to look at the situation because, you can't trust people that have been doing it forever, and go have a prescription and get it filled and then pick it up. So what can you do right now? Well, like I said, you have until June 10th to procure these items yourself over the counter. Like I said, you can even pay cash now these days, so there's a little discretion involved there. So you might want to consider that. Now, before we go further on in talking about this and what I'm talking about, I want to say I'm not a doctor. Don't practice medicine, none of that. So none of this is medical advice. It's just the ramblings of an everyman prepper, telling you what, showing you what I've done, giving opinions, but definitely not medical advice. And at this time, please take the opportunity to like the video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so yet. But the likes really help out, and I appreciate that, and all the new people that have joined us recently. So, fish antibiotics, bird antibiotics, things like this. We have ampicillin. You can buy that right now, right over the counter. You can buy azithromycin, if your fish and birds need that. Moxicillin, you can pick these up as well. Plus many other ones. What other ones? Let's see. You can get cephaloxin, ciprofloxacin, doxycycline. I'm going to probably butcher some of these names here, so just hang with me. Fluconazole, metronidazole, penicillins, ketazole, minocycline, erythromycin. Wow, I'm butchering that one. Erythromycin, I think it's how it's pronounced. Anyway, you can get all those for your, they're all fish and bird ones. And, you can pick them up now. You can stockpile them and hold them for, emergencies later. Now, some of you are thinking, I don't have fish. I don't have birds. I don't have livestock. Why the heck will I win these? Well, as I read those names off, you probably thought to yourself, wow, those kind of sound like the same ones that humans take. Could they be used for humans? That's a question everybody has out there. And without, getting in trouble, let's say, because not medical advice, we'll just say there's been some people that use fish and bird for themselves, and they seem to be doing okay. Like I said, not medical advice, but some people swear by it and do it all the time. So something to think about. And what I'm going to do is down below in the description, I'm going to put a link to a study, a medical study done by doctors with PhDs, where they compared the fish antibiotics to human pharmaceutical grade antibiotics, and and what their conclusion was. And I want you to read it, do your own research, and they basically came up with it. They're basically the same. So not me telling you that, that's them telling you. Definitely read that and see what you think. If you don't even want to go there, you want to stay away from the animal fish antibiotics. There's all these companies coming out lately. You can get yourself a Jace case here. Definitely humans. You gotta call them, give them all your information, talk to a doctor sometimes, all that stuff. I think there's Contingency Medical. They don't support the channel. They're not a sponsor or anything. I bought that myself as well. To go along with my dear fish that I need to take care of along the way. But if you're into the human ones, then feel free to take those and do that. Now, some of you also now saying, well, I could buy some of these for my fish 2 or 3 years from now when antibiotics might be hard to come by. But they could go bad. This one says it expires. What's this one say? Here we got an expiration date on this joker I can find really quick. Yes, here we go. This one says July of this year. Am I going to toss this out at July of this year? No way. I'm not tossing that out. And one of the reasons is, that's just my opinion, by the way. Not advice for you. It's what I'm doing. But one of the reasons is, I read a study about it, published, that the military conducted on expiration dates of certain medications, and are they still good? And in 1985, the U.S. military was sitting on billions of dollars worth of medication that was going to expire. So they went to the FDA and said, hey, FDA, look at these. Can we use these after their expiration date? Are they still good? Are they going to kill the soldiers? And all that. So I'm going to also put a link below. You can see, you can use a search engine you want of yourself. Just type in 1985 military study, FDA findings on expiration dates. And you'll see that the FDA themselves came up with the fact that there are many medications, many of these antibiotics that will go well past, years past their expiration date. Some can't. There's some that go bad, some lose potency, and some that will harm you. So, use at your own discretion. Do your own research. Read that articles about that because they'll tell you which ones. But that's why, July comes around, I'm hanging on to that sucker. So you might want to think about that as well because, they're expensive, and if they're still good, why not hang on to them? So June 10th is just around the corner. You might want to assess, what you want to do for your antibiotic needs for yourself and your fish and birds, of course. Do you want new version and have that? This, by the way, a lot more expensive than getting some of these. Just saying, these are going up in price. These aren't as cheap as they used to be because, well, inflation, all that fun stuff, and shortages. But these are a lot more expensive than the fish than the other ones. But it's rolling up right up around the corner. It's like 17 days from filming of this video or so, thereabouts. So find out for yourself what you want to do. Think about it. Talk with your family members, your significant other, and figure out. I think everybody should have antibiotics on hand. I think they're going to be in short supply soon. You might not be able to get them. This China-Taiwan thing kicks off. They get like 80-90% of the APIs, the pharmaceutical ingredients that are used to make the drugs come from China. Even if they're made in India, India gets them from China. China cuts us off. You're not getting antibiotics. So I think it's a smart thing to have some on hand, both for your humans and your pets, of course. So hopefully you got something out of this. Hope you found it worthwhile. And until next time, keep your ear to the ground and head on a swivel.